How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the course. We've just been through technical analysis, and after those trading sessions, hopefully you have got a good understanding of how we're actually going to approach the market from a technical standpoint. We spoke about bringing everything together: technicals, fundamentals, risk management, psychology. But now what we actually have to do is devise all of that information into a trading plan, which is essentially going to be an action plan that we can take forward into our trading to follow consistent rules and trade like a business. So in this chapter, that is what we're going to be doing. We'll be talking about each individual aspect of a trading plan, and then eventually coming together to bring all the information into one place, form your very own work plan, your trading plan, and then you can actually go ahead and smash the markets with what you've learned in the course. So, what is a trading plan? A trading plan is a document of your trading goals, limits, and processes. The trading plan is going to outline your risk tolerance, your risk management, and your loss management rules. Your technical and fundamental processes are going to be included in the trading plan, with a major emphasis on the technical side of things, as fundamentals are more of a consistent, up-to-date thing where we keep up to date with them in terms of news and checking calendars. So your trading plan is going to outline overall your fundamental idea, and then also in depth your technical processes and your actual criteria for making trade entries. Trading plans can also include factors relating to psychology if you think that's going to help you, including things like manifestations, reasons why you're trading, all things like this can be beneficial to include in your plan as a constant reminder to always give it your all. So we need a trading plan in order to remain disciplined with our goals and our limits. If we want to trade as a business, we need a plan that we can consistently follow. And that's what we've spoken about so many times throughout the course. Trading is a process, right? Trading is not one win here, one big win. It is a consistent process that you need to follow over and over again, managing your risk and putting your all into it and consistently following that one single process. So that process is what we're going to be marking out in this trading plan, okay? If you want to trade as a business and you want to trade as a professional, not as a gambler playing this for a hobby, then you're going to need a consistent plan that you can follow and continually refer to. If we want to remain in tune with our technical processes, our risk management processes, and every other aspect of trading for long-term success, we need everything devised and ready to view whenever we need to view it. Writing down your plan and getting that ready is going to give you something to consistently refer to if you ever find your mind slipping away from your general processes and your actual consistent processes, which is another reason why we need that plan. When we have full reign over our actions, it's easy to stray away from our successful strategy, right? It's easy to get caught up in new methodology, or if you spot something online, you might think of giving that a go. Now, this trading plan is going to keep you on the right path, right? Focusing on what works for you. There is no need to go diving into new strategies, to diving into new methods. Just focus on what works for you and stick to it. So that's what we're going to be really ingraining with a trading plan. So in this chapter, we are going to go through a few different videos. First of all, we're going to look at trading plan essentials. And basically what we're doing here is covering everything that is going to be essential for our trading plan, all the different aspects that we have to include. We'll also talk about why these aspects are so important and why we actually have to cover them in a set in stone plan. I'm going to talk about outlining your motivations. Think about why you're trading. Are you here for long-term success? Are you here as a hobby, a little bit of fun on the side? Are you aiming to make this a full-time career, right, and become a full-time trader? Or are you looking for a part-time secondary source of income alongside your job or your business or whatever it is you run? Are you here for financial freedom, long-term, consistent financial freedom? Or are you here just for a new car? Do you want to buy a new car? Or are you just looking for an extra, little bit of money each week for dinner dates? Things like this, right? So outline your motivations, because really manifesting these motivations is what's going to bring you success and bring you the drive to keep pushing through the hard times. Now, when it comes down to the actual trading plan, the main factors are going to be, first of all, risk tolerance, right? We want to look at your personal tolerance to risk. Now, everyone's risk tolerance is going to be different. Some people are happy taking on a lot of risk, while others are happy only taking on smaller amounts of risk, okay? It all depends on the individual person, which is really why we're doing this chapter. Everything is going to be different for everyone. I've taught you these processes, but People are going to want to personalize them, right? You probably do want to personalize it. You probably want to add your own flair, or you might, not agree with some of the ways that I trade things, potentially timeframes, things like this. So everyone, is what I'm saying, is going to be personal. So what's your personal tolerance to risk? And then around that, what risk percent are you going to choose per every trade? Personally, I use 2, but I know some people would prefer to use 1%. Some people would prefer to push that all the way up to around 4, right? So depending on your risk tolerance, what risk are you going to use per trade? And then what limits and guidelines are you going to put in place to actually cut risk and minimize losses in the long term? Targets and guidelines are also very important. How much can you realistically make in a week, a month, or a year? And then set those targets, set those guidelines. Okay, these guidelines are also going to include how much can you lose in a week before you close off your trading, right? How much can you lose in a month before you close off your trading? So targets and guidelines are going to be a big part of the trading plan, as these are the things that we will be consistently striving for when trading. Now, the big thing in the trading plan is going to be running through your trading processes. Now, fundamentals can be included here, but only as a guideline. Technical analysis processes is what is really going to shine through in this plan. Okay, we're going to talk about criteria for entering trades, rules to follow strictly when finding your trade executions, and then actually trade execution and management rules as well, right? The processes you're going to take on every single trade. Now, we have to treat trading and technicals like a business. We can't just go in here however we want, taking trades however we want, whenever we want, because at the end of the day, that is not going to lead to long-term consistency. So talking through the technical trading processes is going to be a big part of the trading plan. When we spoke about all these things, we will tie it together. We'll bring everything together to talk about rules, limits, guidelines, technical processes, and actual trade management. And we'll come down to actually putting these things together, right? Risk, technicals, psychology, fundamentals, and put together your own personal trading plan using what you've learned here with your own personal approach. So without further ado, let us dive right into the first video in the course, where we're going to talk about trading plan essentials and talk about the different important factors that we have to bring into every single trading plan, or our individual trading plan, should I say. So without further ado, I'll see you over in the next video.